When was the last time you gave a little love to your DWX? I'm Juan Molina, DG Shape Dental Product Manager, and today I want to spend some time with you showing you a couple tips on how to keep your device up and running successfully. Let's go ahead and start. Let's remove the water tank. Make sure the entire area is clean and milling waste is removed. Let's go ahead and dump all the water that we have inside. We're going to clean inside, remove any milling waste. Also wipe down if needed, use a brush. Be careful, don't cut yourself. The edges of the aluminum could be a little rough. Now let's clean off every single component. Inspect it, make sure that there is no damages or there's any leaks. Let's put the cap top back on and let's wipe it down. Let's go ahead and wipe down the trays. Start with the top cover. Ensure that there is no milling waste attaching to it. And then next, what we'll do is clean off the tray itself from any milling waste that's gathering on top of it. Wipe it down and clean it off as well. Let's go ahead and wipe inside the cover. Remove any milling waste, any water, and wipe down very well. Ensure that the doors are open and closing correctly and there are no leaks. Always make sure that the filters are set correctly with the opening towards the back of the mill. This will ensure the water flows correctly. Also, when you have a tank that's clean, there will be no debris going inside the mill. This will prevent any issues in the long run. Something that I like to do is with a water bottle filled with distilled water, I spray the inside of the mill. This will remove any milling waste that accumulates on the bellows or inside the mill. Also, remove the tray and wipe down and clean it off very well. Let's go ahead and clean the entire ATC assembly. Inspect the sensor. Make sure it goes in and out and it returns to its home position. Now, go ahead and clean all the positions 1 through 6 with a little brush. Go inside and clean the O-rings. Also, with a small brush, always remember to clean inside the spindle. Another tip that I like to offer is spray some alcohol on the collet. Clean it off very well. With a brush, clean the threads of the collet. Inspect it as well. Also, on both sides, clean them off and make sure there's no debris building up. You want to make sure you lube the spindle and the collet. Use the grease that comes with the mill. Go ahead and follow the instructions in V-panel on lubing the specific points of the mill. Here's the collet. Tighten the collet, do not over tighten it. Clean your burrs. With isopropyl alcohol, you can spray the shaft of the burr, wipe it off, inspect to make sure there are no signs of damages, and make sure that you're using the burrs that match the strategy from your cam. Clean the spindle. With a small brush, wipe off any excess material that may be attaching to the spindle. This will allow the spindle to rotate freely. Also, with a small brush, clean the nozzles on the jets. Calibrations are very important, so you want to make sure that all your components are very well taken care of. As you see right here, I've sprayed the entire calibration jig and detection pin and all the components with isopropyl alcohol. I'll clean them off, wipe them off, and inspect them. Also, with the screw, go ahead and thread it down to the ATC assembly to ensure that there is no milling waste buildup inside the threads. Also, make sure you check the calibration jig to ensure that it's tight. After performing maintenance, go ahead and inspect the nozzles. Make sure the water is jetting. The jet may shift a little bit if there is debris inside the nozzles. Always ensure that you follow the instructions on vPanel and read the user's manual for more information. We have resources available on our YouTube channel on step-by-step instructions on how to maintain your mill. Performing regular maintenance is very important for the life of the mill. Make sure you follow the instructions on the user's manual and in vPanel to stay on top of your device. These are some of the tips to help you keep your machine well maintained. Make sure you use the user's manual and follow the instructions in vPanel to ensure your device is always well maintained. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. As you can tell, maintenance is one of those most important topics you should focus on. It will help you minimize any downtime caused by the lack of maintenance. Also, prevent any costly repairs. Thank you.
Thank you again for joining us for this week's Tech Buzz Tip Tuesday. If you have suggestions for a future Tip Tuesday, please email us at dental@rolanddga.com. Until next week, we'll see you then. Thank you.